The very essence of humanity is under siege, distorted by the seductive pull of cloning technology. This is science fiction. The hidden dangers of AI in cloning are surfacing now, posing a serious threat to our ethical foundations. Imagine stepping into a hospital and witnessing a patient treated with cloned tissues. It seems miraculous, but lurking behind this facade is a tangled web of ethical dilemmas. The excitement surrounding human tissue engineering masks a perilous reality. Cloning can unleash unforeseen consequences, as each cell embodies not just biological data but also ethical ramifications that we often ignore. What happens when cloning spirals out of control? Picture a scientist, fueled by ambition, creating a clone specifically for organ production. But what if that clone begins to exhibit distress or, alarmingly, develops a consciousness we never anticipated? This scenario is closer than you think. As cloning technology advances, so do the risks. More clones mean a greater potential for ethical violations and exploitation. Imagine a world where clones are viewed as mere commodities, stripped of their rights. That's a chilling reality we must confront. The role of AI complicates matters further, as algorithms dictate cloning parameters: who gets cloned and for what purpose. Are we truly creating life, or merely manipulating it for our convenience? This could plunge us into a moral quagmire, and time is running out. How would you feel if your health relied on a clone? Would you trust it? Would you stand up for its rights if it displayed signs of awareness? As we edge closer to these possibilities, the blurred lines of ethics become alarmingly clear. Awareness is our first step. Recognizing the cloning warning signs is crucial. Are we prepared to tackle these ethical dilemmas head-on? As we teeter on the brink of this new era, remember the choices we make today will shape the future of humanity. Will you be a passive observer or an advocate for ethical cloning practices? The time to act is now, before it's too late. What if I told you that the very essence of humanity is starting to unravel? Imagine walking down the street and realizing that someone you pass could be a clone, an exact replica of another person created in a lab. How would you feel about that? Before you dismiss this as science fiction, consider this: cloning technology is advancing rapidly, and with that progress comes a chilling reality. Many people are unaware of the ethical issues lurking beneath the surface. Are we truly prepared for what cloning might bring? Picture this: you're in a hospital, and a doctor hands you an organ perfectly engineered just for you. Sounds miraculous, right? But there's a catch. Who decides which traits are desirable? Who gets to shape the future of humanity? The hidden dangers of AI in cloning go beyond technicality as they delve into deeply personal issues. If we start cloning humans for spare parts, what happens to our individuality? Your essence could be duplicated, reduced to mere data points. It's a haunting thought. Yet, the race for cloning technology is intensifying, often with little regard for the ethical implications. Imagine living in a world where your clone isn't just a copy but a competitor or even a replacement. The fear of losing your identity could become a reality, blurring the lines between life and science fiction. Now, let's consider the risks involved. If something goes wrong, if a clone develops unexpected traits or health issues, who is held accountable? The scientists? The government? The consequences could ripple through society, affecting not just individuals but entire families and communities. This is a distant concern. People are already pushing the boundaries of what's possible, often without fully understanding the consequences. Imagine a parent deciding to clone their child. What happens when that clone grows up? Do they have the same rights and dreams, or are they destined to live in the shadow of their original? As we explore these ethical dilemmas, the tension rises. What if we could prevent diseases, enhance abilities, or even extend life? On the surface, it seems like the ultimate gift. But at what cost? The very essence of what it means to be human is at stake. Before we dive into potential solutions, let's reflect on what these technologies could mean for our future. If we move forward without caution, we might open the floodgates to a society where cloning is just a possibility, it becomes the norm. So, what can we do? We need to engage in discussions, advocate for regulations, and ensure that as we explore these new frontiers, we do so guided by our moral compass. As you ponder these questions, remember the future isn't set in stone. Remember this. You ponder the choices we make today will shape the world for generations to come. If this topic resonates with you, consider sharing your thoughts. Your voice can help steer the conversation toward a more ethical future. What if I told you that right now, in a lab somewhere, scientists are creating life as we know it? But wait, what if this new life comes with hidden dangers we've only just begun to understand? Imagine a world where genetic blueprints can be rewritten. Many people think cloning is just about replicating organs or skin, but are we opening a Pandora's box filled with ethical dilemmas without even realizing it? Cloning human tissues isn't just a scientific breakthrough, it's like walking a tightrope over ethical pitfalls. While many believe that success in cloning